We welcome back the founder and chief visionary officer of BNI, Dr. Ivan Misner, the largest networking organization with over 8,324 chapters in 71 countries. Dr. Ivan Misner, back on Small Talk. Dr. Ivan Misner from BNI, welcome back to Small Talk.
Thanks. It's great to be on again.
So we've had a number of conversations, and folks, if you're watching this for the very first time, go back and take a look at the other conversations I've had with Ivan. We've now had 3. This is our 4th one. This time we are going to focus in on, and you're going to help us with 4 key points of how we can, as you say, network above our weight class. Intriguing conversation today, folks. I'd love for you to please walk us through the 4 areas of networking above our weight class.
Yeah, you know, there's a number of things that you can do, and I've written about this in a few different articles. Before I give you the 4, one thing to understand is that it's okay to embrace discomfort. You know, if you're not uncomfortable connecting with someone, then you're probably not aiming high enough. And so embrace that discomfort. It's okay. Here's the first thing. Don't sell to them. Don't pitch to them. I'm here to tell you that's what everybody does, especially when they meet someone who they know they're networking up. You're networking with somebody who's incredibly successful. They want to give them this offer. They want to sell them their product or service. And I call it sales Tourette's. They just can't stop themselves. They blurt it out. And then they say it never hurts to ask, right? Wrong. It does hurt to ask, because I'm telling you, if you're networking up, you're networking with people who are being pitched all the time. So what do you do if you're not going to pitch them? Here's a couple of things that I think are really important. You got to find out what they're currently interested in. And the thing with the internet today is it's awesome. If you know you're going to meet them at some event, look them up in advance. But even if you didn't know they were going to be there, pull out your mobile device, Google them, find out what they are interested in when you're talking to them, and then work within the context of the situation you're in and what they are interested in. So if you're working within that context, you're not throwing out something that's way off topic, and you're getting them to talk about something they're passionate about, that's the way to network up. The last thing that you want to do is to add value to them in some way. To what they're talking about, find out what they're interested in, and then find out how you can help them with that. How can I help you with that? What a great idea. I love what you're talking about. What can I do? And that's the way to stay connected. When you can get them to hand you their card and say, yeah, I'd love to stay connected with you. Boom, you know you did it right. But if you're trying to sell to them, they will keep that card away from you. You'll have to pry it out of their fingers because they know you're going to sell to them. When you're networking up, add value, don't sell.
And you know, the key I just learned here, and this is very important, folks, watching this segment. The key here is if you are networking above your weight class, and as Ivan sort of said, you're working up, hey, don't go for the sale. These folks have been pitched God knows how many times in an hour. Forget about a day and forget about a week. These folks are being pitched constantly. You need to differentiate yourself. So one way I love, hey, differentiate yourself. And first of all, differentiate yourself by researching. What Ivan just said, research. You have no excuse, folks, who are watching this segment, to take out your mobile device and research before you even go into either a BNI event or an event that is hosted by BNI. There's no reason you cannot be researching, as Ivan, you just mentioned. Find out their passions and go that route and find a way you can help them. Remember, you're networking up, as Ivan says.
Right.
So that's brilliant.
So let me give you a real quick story on an example of how somebody didn't do their research. I've had an opportunity to meet Richard Branson a number of times, and I spent a week on his island a couple of times. And one time at a big event that he was doing in LA, I had a chance to go there, and somebody started pitching him right in front of me, and I'm just like, really? What are you thinking? But here's what was amazing. This was about 10 years ago. And he started talking about this would be fantastic for Virgin Records. This product would be great. And I interrupted him, and I said to the one of the senior executives, but to all three or four of us standing there, I said, Richard he sold Virgin Records, didn't he? And the president is just standing there going, yeah, he sold Virgin Records. And of course the guy is like, oh, you don't own it anymore? And I'm like, oh my God, really? This is, you're the poster child for how not to network. I mean, I didn't say that, but I thought it.
Yeah. Well, and there's another important theme that Ivan just highlighted, and that is, in my world, first impressions matter. Yeah. This person can't get out of that hole anymore. That's the first impression you get from this individual sharing that story. Ivan, again, thank you so much for being on Small Talk. It's always a pleasure. And folks, if you are watching, and when you watch this, please go back and watch some of the other segments that we've had with Ivan. His contact information is there. Go to ivanmisner.com. A ton of stuff there, blogs, videos, and certainly if you're in a community and you're interested in what is this BNI about, look them up. Google BNI. I'm sure in somewhere near you in your community, there is a BNI. Gosh, they're in 71 plus countries. There's got to be one in and around your area. So please do that. Ivan, thank you again for being on Small Talk, and we certainly will look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dr. Ivan Misner of BNI Global for joining me on Small Talk. Now it's your turn. Please comment, subscribe, and share. If you've got a topic you'd like to discuss on the show, please give me a call or send me an email. We'll talk with you next time.